What's your next witness, sir?
The state calls the next witness is Sergeant Mogane. Mogane.
Oh, Mogane.
Vusimuzi Mogane. It's witness number 107 on the list.
Yeah. Where is he?
The witness is going to testify in respect of two new exhibits. It's Exhibit BB and Exhibit CC, just extracts of the SAP 13 numbers.
Have they been given to the defense?
Yes.
On time?
Well, the way it disclosed previously, we gave them to them again.
Okay. Is that correct, defense? That you have Exhibit BB and CC. Actually, it's DD. FXH, DD,
Yes.
and CC. Do you have this?
My Lord, we just been provided with this now. So previously, I don't know which occasion.
Mr. Nisi, do you have this?
I think there comes a stage where you are afraid to raise issues, and that will put the state in a rather precarious position. But I mean, simply to say that these documents were provided to us earlier on, it's a misrepresentation of facts, with due respect, because we've only been handed with these documents now. And the logic of it is, if we already had these documents earlier on, why should they then be provided for the second time?
Okay, and the statement of this witness, Sergeant Mogane, has he made a statement?
Indeed, he has made.
Has it been discovered or disclosed to the defense?
Which forms part of the record is A262.
Yeah, but the point is, has it been discovered?
Yes, it would have been discovered, my Lord, with the rest of the contents of the docket.
Okay, fine.
My Lord, on that aspect, I'm sorry. And these debates, my Lord, like you are saying, they don't look pretty.
Yeah, they're not.
That aspect was, that disclosure was done last week, Wednesday, the statement of Mogane, not previously.
Yeah, fine. Where's the sergeant? Yeah.
As the court pleases, my Lord, before the witness is called,
Yeah.
my Lord, before this witness is called, I object, my Lord, to the leading of the evidence of this witness.
On what basis?
My Lord, reasons being that the evidence of this witness forms part of the cell phone evidence, which includes, my Lord, the copies or the evidence that was discovered to us last week, my Lord. We were afforded with an opportunity to consult and to read the information, my Lord, which is the evidence. And it appears that the statement of this witness was also part of the bundle that was discovered to us on Wednesday. And that evidence, my Lord, makes reference to the cell phone evidence that was confiscated from my client and from accused number 2's cell phone. And there is no Section 205 cell phone evidence that is attached to that, my Lord. I had been asking the state, my Lord, for the disclosure of the Section 205 cell phone evidence relating to, number one, the number which is alleged to have been used by accused number 5, and the reference that has been made throughout all this evidence, my Lord. My Lord will recall that Colonel Stein testified earlier on, also made reference to the number allegedly to have been used by accused number 5. And still at that time, my Lord, I proceeded with that evidence because I was under the impression that the state was going to furnish me with the Section 205 evidence to that cell phone. We have been promised and promised, my lord. And until today, my lord, last week I couldn't consult without this cell phone evidence, which is Section 205, my lord. Unless if the state is telling us that he will not be intending to lead that evidence. My lord, I'm raising this as an objection because my client is suffering a prejudice of not having a fair trial, my lord, in consulting thorough with all the evidence that the state is intending to produce during trial. The Section 205 cell phone evidence, my lord, if the state is going to use it during trial, it must be supplied to me, my lord, so that I can be able to consult thorough with all these statements of different witnesses who will be testifying in relation to the cell phone that is attributed to accused number 5.
Yes, Mr. Baloyi, what's your response?
Two issues, my lord. Firstly, I've indicated to my learned friends that all that this witness, Sergeant Mogane, is going to testify about is just the confiscation of a cell phone. He's not going to refer to any Section 205. And I told my learned friends that as far as the analyst is concerned, it's fine. We can let the evidence of the analyst stand down. But as far as this witness is concerned, who comes to testify about the confiscation of a cell phone, no reference to Section 205, there's no reason, my lord, that his evidence should stand down. Secondly, it is indeed so that the expected Vodacom, or the analyst as Vodacom, is still busy compiling his or her statement regarding the Section 205. The data that was provided is in excess of, I think, of about 4,000 pages, and we asked her, my lord, just to confine her affidavit just to the relevant data for the accused that are before court, as well as the other role players, so that it's manageable. And she's in the process of finalizing that affidavit. And we told the defense that we don't mind if that part of the evidence should stand down. But as far as just the confiscation of the cell phone, my lord, is concerned, that is something that we can proceed with.
So you did talk to your learned colleagues?
Yes, during adjournment, we did discuss that.
Yes. Mr. Mnisi?
Yes, it is the court. My lord, I'm wondering if the court heard my colleague in the introduction of this matter, when the court asked him whether the statement of Mr. Mogane was furnished to the defense, and his answer was yes. It was furnished to the defense at the time at which disclosure of the case docket was made. That is what he told.
Yeah, he says it was finished when on Wednesday last week.
Well, Monday we did again finish the documents to the defense on Monday.
Monday last
Yes.
week,
Yeah, Monday last week.
including the statement of Mogane.
Yes, as far as I remember. And before that, my lord, we also, before the adjournment, we finished that statement. We sent it via electronic media, via WhatsApp, to my colleague for accused number 5, because her client is affected by the evidence of Sergeant Mogane. So we do have proof of that. Before the adjournment, before the recess, we send it to her electronically.
What is the statement?
Yes, the statement, all the statements pertaining to the chain of custody, pertaining to her client. I not sure about Mr. Ramosipili, whether we did send him electronically, but what I'm sure of, my Lord, is that on Monday, we once again gave everybody copies of the chain of custody of the witnesses. This statement regarding the inquiry by Advocate Nisi, it forms part of the docket. As I mentioned, is A263, and contents of the dockets, my Lord, were disclosed to the defense right at the everything that was in the,
So Mr. Mnisi has the very document he says
in the docket, and I'll be the last one to cast aspersions if they say they didn't receive it. As far as this is concerned, my Lord, we cannot vouch for that. We'll first have to check before we commit ourselves. All that we can state as a fact at this stage, my Lord, is that they were electronically supplied to Advocate Mshololo before the adjournment, and on Monday we once again gave the statements to all counsel.
Yes, Ma'am Mshololo.
My Lord, my Lord, I think the state has answered my question, my Lord, to say the service provider, I expect, is still busy with
Yeah, fine, but the
Yes.
statement is supposed to have been sent to you on your WhatsApp address.
The Mogane statement, my Lord, was discovered to me last week on Wednesday.
Yeah, okay.
The statement, which is marked Exhibit XCC, my Lord, was just discovered during break today. My main problem, my Lord, is the Section 205.
But it says the service provider at Vodacom is busy attenuating that affidavit
Yes,
to restrict it from 4,000 pages
yes, ma'am.
to the cell phone numbers which are relevant in this case.
Yes.
That's how I understand it.
And then, my
And
Lord,
it says it will be furnished to you guys.
and then, my Lord, what I've suggested to the state is that we then pause with dealing with the evidence relating to the cell phone and then continue with other evidence until we receive that cell phone evidence, my Lord, so that I will be able to consult properly. Because if my Lord, this evidence of Mogane was going to be allowed, it means now I will have to consult in piecemeal evidence, and also I won't be in a position to construct a proper defense regarding the evidence of the cell phone that the state is intending to lead. Hence, I'm asking, my Lord, that this evidence of the cell phone evidence relating to Mogane and all other witnesses be paused at this stage up until such time when I am finished with the Section 205 records, so that I will be able to take proper instructions from my client.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Baloyi, what are you saying? Nisi before you.
Thank you.
What are you saying, Mr. Nisi?
I understood, my Lord, that I was still on the podium, but be that as it may, was posing a very point of concern that the state indicated that disclosure of Mr. Mogane's statement was made at the time at which the entire content of the case docket was disclosed. I'm also not trying to cast any aspersions, my Lord, but I think it suffices to mention that according to the document that we were handed with today, last week, Mr. Mogane's statement was only proposed on the 5th of September 2023 at 14:45. That is the first statement. The second statement that I have that was handed to me last week as well, the statement was also proposed to on the 5th of September 2023. So that basically is indicative of the fact that it is not entirely correct, my Lord, to suggest that disclosure of the statement of Mr. Mogane was done at the time when the entire content of the case docket was disclosed to us, my Lord. This then brings me to the following point, my Lord. It is apparent, my Lord, it is beyond reproach that at the time at which the state decided to indict this person, and marched them to court, and for their first appearance at court, the state was not yet ready to embark on that process. This is evinced by the fact that each time there's a particular investigation that is actually going on. That is what the state has already considered too. Cell phone records are not yet ready even at this point. From 2014 to 2023, cell phone record. Oh, let me actually limit it to the time at which this accused person might have been arrested, which is 2020. It's almost 3 years now, but cell phone records are not yet ready, my lord. Now, the problem that we have with this kind of an approach is that each time we put a version to the witnesses that the states are calling, they come up with something new. Then come the next witness, we are also expected to put a different version from the first version that we would have put to the witness, on the basis of which we couched our defense based on the information that would have been available then. This prejudices the accused person's defense in their case, because at the end of it all, we are going to argue about the credibility and the honesty and the reliability of what these witnesses are saying. It seems to me like the state was not ready from the beginning. And if that is the case, my lord, it is not an embarrassment for the state to stand up and say, my lord, we are still busy investigating this case. We're therefore requesting a very long postponement of this case. I don't think any colleague of us was going to object on that one, my lord, because then we would know that come that point, after that very long postponement, then we know that the state would have said, you know what, we've got all the information now. This is going to be a machine and a train that is going to run from Pretoria to Durban without any stops and goes, my lord. But as things are now, I can tell this court, my lord, from the solitude of my conscience, that we are yet expecting another surprise in terms of new evidence that is going to come up from somewhere, and that is going to necessitate this stop and go issue, my lord, which I say in the main is prejudicing the manner in which we are couching the defense on behalf of our clients, my lord. I would therefore request, my lord, that the state should come up very openly and indicate whether are we expecting yet another surprise in terms of new information that is going to come up from the investigation that is ongoing in this case, my lord. But then if that is the case, I would have no objection that the state come up openly with the court and say we're requesting for a very long postponement, so that we complete investigation in this case and then we take it from there, my lord. But as things are now, I'm afraid, my lord, the fair trial that these accused persons are supposed to be enjoying in terms of their constitution, my lord, is not seen to be happening in this trial. Thank you, my lord. And these are not casting of any aspersions,
Yes,
my lord. It's just an observation. Thank you, my lord.
My lord, I share the very same sentiments with my colleague in that the accused are not afforded the right to adequately prepare for their defense, which the conduct of the state is inconsistent with the provisions of Section 35, subsection 3B of the Constitution. In as far, my lord, as the Section 205, I had concerns about the Section 205 records, but the state has indicated that they will be furnished to us later. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Balui.
As you got this, my lord, perhaps two issues. I think it was very clear that one is making an assumption that in light of the fact that the statement is marked that it would have been supplied, but the fact of the matter is that it was supplied last week Monday, and I don't understand what the problem is now. Is it the late disclosure of the statement, or what the problem is at this stage, my lord? We've always been very candid and open with the defense. If they want more time to engage with any of the evidence that the state will be leading, we don't have a problem with that, my lord. But we went through the evidence of stain. There was reference to Section 205. There was no problem at that stage regarding the Section 205s. we disclosed the statement of Lieutenant Colonel House regarding the analysis of the phones of accused 2 and 5. They requested more time, which was given to them at that stage to prepare. Now, today it would appear that they are raising another issue of Section 205. My Lord, in any trial, there's massive information at the beginning of the trial. Some of it might appear not to be relevant at that stage, but later on during the trial, it becomes relevant and focus. The defense. We must keep in mind that we didn't even know what the defense is going to be of the accused, and when a version is put to the witnesses, then it becomes clear what the version of the accused is, and that massive information that was accumulated at the beginning of the trial will then be looked at, my Lord, and the relevant portions as is indicative from the version that is being put to the witnesses will then be analyzed. And that is the situation in this matter. If the defense was to say, listen, we need more time to look at these issues, we don't have a problem with it, my Lord.
So this, what's the name of the Section 205 witness?
It's from Vodacom.
From Vodacom, yeah.
It's Miss Pinky.
Miss Pinky?
Pinky, I'm just trying to
Okay.
look at surname. It's a very difficult one. But her first name is Pinky.
Is that the Indian lady?
Yes.
Yeah, I seem to recall her. She's appeared several times in my courts.
I'll give.
So just
the
tell me,
same
when
name.
is she saying she'll be ready with the...
Well, when I communicated with her sometimes last week, she said from the 6th of October.
True.
But yeah, we're still waiting for the affidavit.
Yeah, okay, fine. Do you have any other witnesses besides...
Well, I indicated to my learned friends that we can call this witness who merely testifies about the confiscation of the cell phones. Yeah, the surname is, I'll spell it, is VYTHILJAM. Sorry, GAM.
Yeah,
It's Fidiligam.
yeah, fine.
I indicated to my learned friend that we can call the DNA expert who's available.
Is he around here?
He said he can be here at 2 o'clock. We can then proceed with, if we're not going to leave the evidence of Mogane, we can proceed with the DNA analyst at 2.
Let's reassemble at 2. Unless, of course, you haven't supplied the DNA results to all the councils yet. Have you been supplied with the DNA tests and results?
DNA results, we have them. They're just neutral. They don't say anything.
Have you been supplied with the DNA results?
Yes, I confirm.
Mr.
Thank you.
Cholo?
Yes, I confirm, my lord.
Okay, 2 o'clock. Then we'll listen to the evidence of the DNA.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and hit the bell button for more from Seagos This and That. Till then. Love to all. Cheerio.